Welcome to SilverC Review. Well, couldn't get much awkward than that joke I told last time, and like I said, I'm going to stick to my non-editing. I don't think that not editing is better. I know it's not better than editing, because I know I've seen a lot of good videos of people that are good at editing, but I'm not good, so it'd be all clunky if I did, and I wouldn't be able to, I'd have to pay for some, like, video editing suite and stuff, so I'm just not going to worry about it. So, if I'm making anything awkward, like I did last time, it's going to be in the video. But, last time also, when I tried dropping those rocks out of my hand, I realized they didn't focus. Like, it took forever to focus for some reason. So I guess if I try that again, I'll have to go a lot slower. But, there's going to be dripping water, because there's lots of water running today. There were a lot of places I wanted to do this at, but chose this one. This is a cool cave, and actually ran up on this one. I was going for another cave or crevice, and found this one before I got to that one, so it seems to work out. Several of the places I'm going to start doing now are going to be really close to trails and stuff, and if people interrupt me and I have to completely stop, and like I said, because I'm so introverted, if there's people around me or watching me, I'm not going to be able to continue, so I'm going to have to stop and pick up. So at those points I'll probably have to edit just a little bit, but it'll just be cut off and then begin, and I'll reintroduce what was going on. So this one is more off the beaten path, but the other one I was wanting to do is a very popular one, and it wouldn't surprise me if people run up on me. And some of I want to do waterfalls and stuff, so if people are trying to take pictures, I may have to stop and move. So we'll just see how it goes. It'll be a learning experience. I need to stop tapping this rock like drums or something. I don't think I've ever said it for the people listening, but my YouTube channel is SilverC Review, just like everything else. So if you want to see the video of it, so you can see why I act all awkward and stuff, then go right ahead. I rewatched The Unborn. I actually rewatched it last time, and I had it on my thing to talk about it, and I just skipped over it. But it is still just as creepy as I remember. Like, I can go another several years without watching it again. The acting and the storyline are not top-notch, but that doesn't reduce its creepiness at all. And the guy that crawled up the stairs, I thought he was, like, backwards, and actually he crawls up frontwards, but his back's all broken and arched, and his head is turned around backwards, so it's still super creepy. And but that kind of goes into a lot of the movies that I'm going to recommend. I know I don't do a good job of selling them, but that's because I guess you don't hear about them a whole lot, because it's hard to sell them, or hard for me to try to convince people to go watch them, but they are really good movies, so I'm just going to, if I recommend it, go check it out. At least, if nothing else, watch a trailer. So, heard something behind me. It must have been just water. But yeah, still check out The Unborn. That's not going to be the recommendation for this one, though. I want to go over some movies I've watched but I'm not reviewing. Downsizing, give that one a 6 out of 10. I didn't really care for the ending on it, but throughout the movie, it's pretty good. Like Matt Damon. Anime movie, Fate Stay Night, 3 out of 10. Didn't care for that one at all. It didn't really explain a whole lot. The Mountain Between Us, 4 out of 10. It was an okay movie, but it really destroyed it for me at the end when they fell in love. Like, seriously, do you have to fall in love if you go through a traumatic experience like that? Especially since, she was getting married, or she was engaged? Yeah, she was engaged, so, I don't know. I don't have a lot of luck in relationships, so anytime I see something like that, I always put myself in the shoes of the guy that was getting engaged that suddenly lost his girlfriend, his fiancée. Because that's, in life, that's where I would be. I would be the one that's losing it, and I always think it's stupid, so that kind of did it in for me. And the other one is The Commuter. I think it's just Commuter. 4 out of 10. Good, basic Liam Neeson movie. I mean, I loved the comic relief, the ticket guy that was always saying funny stuff and looking out for himself, because that would probably be me in a movie like that. But that's gonna be it. we're gonna go into the movie review. This time we're talking about The Shape of Water. And here's my fancy picture. And this is gonna have spoilers, so spoiler warning. If you've not seen this movie, I'm gonna talk in depth, well, not in depth, but I'm gonna not hold anything back. I don't really go in depth very well on movies. So, let's get into it. I loved the intro to the movie, everything being underwater, and I thought that was really cool, really well done. It's weird, the place that they're in is almost like out of a Captain America movie, like his first one, or like a G.I. Joe movie or something. It's like a evil lab, and you don't really think of them having cleaning people always walking around with like mops and stuff, so that was kind of it's interesting how it's from, like, the whole storyline is about them, and you just don't even, like, you don't see that in movies a lot, so I thought that was pretty cool. I highly respect a good routine. I like how she had same thing every day, though the only problem is usually with a routine you're efficient. That's the whole point of a routine, and hers, she was always late to work, and I can't stand being late. I'm always early, like, anywhere I go, I'm always early. Usually I'm so early I have to sit in my car for like 10 or 15 minutes so I don't seem too early. So I'm one of those person where it's better to be 2 hours too early than a minute too late. And with photography, that's what it has to be. You have to be there right then. So that kind of annoyed me. But so it's kind of like I respect her routine, but I think she needs to tweak it so she's not late every day. I thought it was hilarious whenever she said, "What, you got a tater shot over there?" and she holds up the finger. Yeah, I about died laughing at that point. I didn't really understand how the creature could suddenly understand English and sign language and pick up on that stuff so quickly. Like, it seemed like, I know you can't spend a whole movie trying to teach it sign language, but it just seemed like it was instantly able to pick it up, and so it almost learned 2 languages at once, and I thought that was kind of weird. Which I guess if it... No, because they probably wouldn't have been speaking English in the area where it came from, so... I don't know. Thought that was weird. Her trying to defend her relationship, which I know they do fall in love, but her saying that... which I don't know if it ever... The guy she was living with, did it ever say who exactly he was? Because it wasn't her husband, I don't think. And... I mean, I don't know. That was kind of weird. I don't know if it ever told who he was exactly, if they were just like living together. But either way, when she was talking to him and trying to defend that the creature was so happy whenever he saw her, I mean, that's going to be common for a prisoner. Any person that shows them mercy when they're being tortured and stuff, they're going to be super happy to see. So I thought that was, I mean, I guess it played along to the movie, but it didn't make a lot of sense right then. Oh, I thought it was a really good line when she said, she could read it, "He's not human, but if we do nothing, neither are we." And, because that's kind of human nature, is to, I mean, besides never giving up and stuff, is to, sorry, I heard voices, to keep helping other people and other creatures and be compassionate and sympathetic. Oh, I never could have figured out where this movie was set in, like what time frame, if they hadn't put in racism and like prejudice against homosexuals. So, yeah, really glad you put that in there, thanks. That really set the storyline for me. Little poor cat getting eaten. I mean, I guess they can't have no harm against animals. No, I'm kidding, but still. That was kind of sad watching the cat getting eaten, but it was kind of weird because they had so many cats. And at the first of the movie, I didn't see any cats. And then all of a sudden I saw one, I was like, that's weird, I didn't even notice that he had cats. And then after the one guy eating, he had like 3 or 4. I don't know, that was, I don't know if they were in the first of the movie and I just wasn't noticing them, if I was watching other things, but... I don't know why in the world she thought it was a good idea to flood the bathroom. I mean, I know we're kind of in a sci-fi movie, but there's no way that it could have done something like that. So when you're trying to mix in realism with sci-fi, it just doesn't really work out. And the water pouring down and stuff, I don't know, it just seemed like a terrible idea for a terrible experience for her. I guess it was worth it, and I guess it worked out for her, but still, I thought that was stupid. I thought we had gotten transferred into a Disney movie whenever they did that dance number. I mean, it was like full out singing and dancing, and they had dresses on, and they were in a different world, and I was like, man, is this a Disney musical or something? I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was just, seemed out of place. Did that one guy hang on to his 2 fingers that were rotting off just so he could tell the story? It seemed weird. Like, that whole time I was like, why is he not just tearing them off? I mean, it's obvious that they're not going to work out. So, and then he does it right at the perfect moment when he's telling the story. I was like, was he planning that the whole time? Like, I'm going to tell this amazing story to someone, so I got to hang on to these stupid things. Maybe it was to drive his anger towards the creature because of what he had done, but you would think just missing the fingers would still do the same thing. I don't know. I'm glad it had a happy ending, that he was able to resurrect her and everything got fixed and the good guys won and the bad guys lost, but I thought the scars on her neck were kind of weird. Like, was that just a coincidence? Or was it somehow supposed to be, like, part of the storyline? Like, maybe she somehow is connected to him and that's why he fell in love with her? Or, I mean, it was just weird how she had perfect scars to make gills on the side of her neck. And that's why she couldn't talk, and it all just kind of connects right there, but it doesn't say why or anything, and I don't know. I didn't really get it. Like I guess it's just I guess it was just a coincidence, but... Oh, I had a good idea for The Shape of Water 2, for the opening, the intro. You can have the camera constantly zooming out, and you'll see it, like 2 or 3 little versions of him swimming around, and it zooms out further, and it's actually inside of her stomach, and it keeps zooming out, and she's standing like halfway in a lake, and the water's like up to here, and it keeps zooming up, and it gets up above the water, and then they like pop their heads up, and then you can begin the Shape of Water number 2. So I thought that would be cool. So that's going to be it for the movie review. Now we're going to look at Top Secret. This is my favorite comedy movie. And I know on a lot of these I'm saying my favorites because I'm just starting off, so I am telling you several of my favorites. But this is, I don't know, is it called slapstick comedy? If you've ever seen the movie Airplane, it's exactly that style of comedy. There's a lot of movies out there, which I will be recommending several of them. And it's just, it goes out of its way to do stuff you're not expecting. Like, there's a series right now, which I love. It's called Angie Tribeca, and it's exactly that way, which I was, for a long time, because all these movies are very old, I didn't think they could even do comedy like this anymore, but Angie Tribeca nails it. Every single one of the episodes is like a movie, and it's perfect. Like, for example, it's a detective. It's a parody on detectives and crime scenes and stuff. Kind of like CSI parody or something. But like on one of them, they are standing outside of a bedroom and they say, we turned it upside down, we can't find any clues, and she opens it up and literally everything is on the ceiling. It's completely upside down. It's that kind of comedy that whatever they say actually is literal. So definitely it's got Val Kilmer in it. He's very young. This movie is from 1984, but it is a parody of a spy movie, and the description says that it is a parody of World War II spy movies in which an American rock and roll singer becomes involved in a resistance plot to rescue a scientist imprisoned in East Germany. And it's got lines like they're sitting at a table and he says, because they're in Germany, he's like, well, I can't speak any German. And she said, oh, I know a little German. He's sitting right over there. And it's got this little guy sitting there and waves at her. And, oh, another one, he's on a telephone call and he says, yeah, okay, well, let me know if his condition changes. And he hangs up and he said he's dead. So just stuff like that is hilarious to me because it keeps you thinking and just never knowing what to expect. And with movies like that, you can't really look away very much because they're doing, a lot of times what happens is not what they say, so it's hard to just listen to it and follow along. So that's a good thing, it keeps your attention for the whole movie. But, yep, it's definitely the funniest movie that I know of, and it's my favorite style of comedy for a movie. Like, I feel like it's a step beyond a parody, like it actually is a different type of humor. So, that's gonna be all for the recommendation. Oh, I forgot my phone. Okay, so, quotes. Life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful, and that's completely true. I definitely have a very wonderful life, but it is far from perfect. I actually may have gotten the flu Wednesday, and I'm still getting over it now. My wife got diagnosed with the flu, and I got whatever she had. I still feel like it's just a stomach bug, but what I'm trying to say is I'm still out here doing this, even though I kind of feel like crap, and like, no one's life is perfect, nothing is perfect, no one is perfect, but you can still find ways to enjoy it and ways for it to be wonderful. Which, that leads me into the next quote. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. And even on Wednesday, whenever I threw up 6 times and I couldn't keep anything down, there were still good parts to it. I mean, there were times when there were a few minutes here and there that I wasn't nauseous, and I highly appreciated those. And I also have like a side manual labor job, so I didn't realize I was sick at the time, so I went out there to try to dig a hole for a guy, and I dug as much as I could, and then I throw up, then I'd feel like 100%, so I dig some more, and then throw up, and yeah, but I ended up getting money for it, so that was good, and I survived it. I mean, technically I got what he wanted done, even though it was a terrible job, and so, yeah, there is good in every day. Just some days you have to look hard for it. I mean, and like I said, it may be just a few minutes, it may not completely change your day or anything like that, but it's there. So, can't ever say a day is completely bad. So, this joke's gonna be hard for me to say. I'm probably gonna read it so I don't mess it up like last time. I mean, it's not the same joke, obviously, but anyways. So, if guns don't kill people, people kill people. Does that mean that toasters don't toast toast? Toast? And I bought a new mattress the other day, and man, I can't get any sleep. It keeps saying like, your PIN number is 2025, your bike combination is 143215. You were embarrassed in the 4th grade. Like, man, this is the last time I buy memory foam. Alright. That was not too bad. Next movie I'm going to review is the Cloverfield Paradox, and it was alright. I actually didn't know 10 Cloverfield Lane was connected to the original Cloverfield movie, and I guess this one's like a prequel, but yeah, we'll talk about all that more next time. But it was okay. It wasn't anything I hated, so it won't be a terrible review or anything like that. YouTube, if you want to find me, is SilverC Review, Twitter at SilverC_Review, Facebook /SilverC_Review. I am on SoundCloud, Buzzsprout, and Podomatic, and Flickr, if you want to see some nature shots and cool pictures, is SilverC_Review. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed all the nature today.